Forest family, what's good? Welcome to Living by the F Word, where I talk about F words I'm passionate about. If you're new here, my name is Jess, and today we are starting the Electric Forest series. I don't know a better way to start this series off by talking about something that I'm so excited about. Electric Forest is one of my favorite festivals. It's pretty much a non-negotiable festival for me. And we are going to start the series with a huge announcement. And that announcement I am so stoked to tell you about is that I will be a part of the official Electric Forest radio team this year. This is so exciting. I want to tell you what Electric Forest Radio is all about, and I want to tell you how this all came about. Electric Forest Radio is a 24/7, 365-day-a-year show that you can tune into and listen at efradio.com or at 99.5 FM. I highly recommend that you listen while you're packing, getting ready for forest, driving out to forest, road tripping to forest, whatever you're doing to prep for forest. It's a great way to discover the lineup, to find new music that you like, listen to fan stories, artist interviews. It's just a really great show that incorporates what forest is all about. There also is a Electric Forest Radio podcast that revisits a lot of live sets from past forests. So you can tune in and listen to some of your favorite artists' recorded sets that were at previous years in the festival. And also there's a great series called Forest Today, which really to me is like the who and the what behind what makes forest special. And there's a lot of ways that you, the Forest family, can get involved with Electric Forest Radio. And I'm going to get into that a little bit later. Right now, I just kind of want to tell you how I became a part of this team this year. And yeah, I'm just so excited. So just a little background about me in case you're randomly coming across this video. This will be my 8th Electric Forest. I've been attending since 2014. If we didn't have the 2 leap years in 2020 and 2021, this would be my 10th Electric Forest, which is just so insane to think about, but it really is one of those festivals that is non-negotiable for me at this point. I always feel when I'm there like I'm back in this like magical place with magical people, and I just always look around and I'm like, I'm not sure if I could ever miss this one, you know what I mean? And I go to a lot of festivals, and this is one of them that is like way up there for me. So I've been attending for a long time, and I really wanted to participate a bit more this year. So I decided to apply to the Electric Forest plug-in program. If you're unfamiliar with what Electric Forest plug-in program is, it is a program that allows you to get involved. The Forest family can get involved in various projects. They have different contests. So they have a sticker design contest. They have a prize cart remix contest that will play while the prize cart is going around different stages. They have unmediated program, just so many various ways, flow arts, tons of different programs that you could apply for. And I really highly recommend that you take a look at it and try to get involved yourself. But this year there was a new program for Electric Forest Radio On Air Extraordinaire, and I did apply to that program. So I decided to apply to the EF Radio On Air Extraordinaire program mostly because I love talking, I love networking. I think that radio shows and podcast shows are a great way to interact with other people, to discover new music, to share people's stories. And that's what I really like about Electric Forest Radio itself. There is a series called Forest Today, and I feel like it really tells the story behind people that made forest possible, and it tells like the who and the why behind forest and how forest came about, how Double JJ came about, creative directors and how they make decisions for what type of art and different installations are throughout the forest. And I think it was a really important series, and I really like it a lot, and I wanted to kind of build off of that, but with like coinciding it with my brand, Living by the F Word, and interviewing different people in various ways with F words, right? So these were some of the ideas that I had for flying. I thought, wouldn't it be cool to do like a hot air balloon interview or figure out like how the hot air balloons came about. There's always a lot of hot air balloons throughout Forest. I feel like they've been there from ever since I started going, but each year they just kind of get a little bit more elaborate. I also thought, the hangar is very obviously aviation focused. I thought that would be a cool concept to incorporate with flying, is kind of get some hangar interviews going on. Also, obviously Electric Forest is a festival. There's so many things we can go that route with. Festival operations interviews, or maybe like how silent disco works, interview some artists on how hard is it to prep a silent disco set? Because I feel like that's probably a little challenging. For fashion, I figured we can interview maybe some small business brands and vendors that are consistently at Electric Forest and go because they love Forest so much. I also thought we could, interview Forest family fashion. So on point. Fine art, there's live painters in the Forest, having an interview with them, how long their process takes, things like that. Food, oh my God, the food vendors at Forest. So there's tons of food vendors, lots of different options for different lifestyles, like if you're vegan or, vegetarian, or even just meat lovers, different types of vendors that are consistently driving sales at Forest, or even the Good Life brunch, which is like a very like elaborate brunch that happens in Good Life with a top chef, contestant chef, I believe. So these were kind of like how I was brainstorming and applied in my application. And I would really be curious if you like some of these ideas. I have like a whole list, but those were just like a few of them to like get you to understand how I would incorporate my brand, Living by the F Word, and the F words I'm passionate about with Electric Forest Radio. So obviously you could see that there's a lot of ideas there. And so Kent reached out to me, and he is one of the core team members on Electric Forest Radio and really the voice behind a lot of the interviews and things you hear on Electric Forest. And so he reached out to me and actually asked if I wanted to be a part of the official team this year. And I just felt like I was like kind of like shocked and speechless, but I was like, of course, that's an amazing opportunity. I would absolutely love to. And so that is what I'm going to be doing this year. So I'm just so excited. And I want to give you some details on how you can get involved or get on air with us on Electric Forest Radio, or where you can come visit me and the team. All right, so here are the details on where you can find us, where you can find me throughout the weekend and get involved with Electric Forest Radio. So we are going to have an Electric Forest Radio booth. It's going to be located in between Tripolee and Ranch Arena, which are two of the main stages at Electric Forest. There's like a vendor row in between those stages, and there should be a booth there. That's where it was last year. I don't know if it'll be a different location, but we're thinking that's where it's going to be this year again. We would love to have you stop by and visit us and chat with us about why you love the Forest so much. If you have any Electric Forest stories, we would love for you to come and say hello. We would love for you to come and grab some stickers from us. And also there are going to be some surprise pop-up artist meet and greets at the booth. So definitely stop by so you can find out when those are going to be taking place. And we do have another way that you can get involved, and that is by calling into our phone number. You can give a shout out or tell a story, and you can be featured on Electric Forest Radio. So we really encourage you to kind of call in while you're heading out to Forest and you're like super pumped up and excited to be getting back to Rothbury. I'm going to put the phone number on the screen, but the phone number is 231-818-8337. And lastly, I would love for you to comment on this video here so that our team can best serve the Forest community, how you would like with things you would love to hear. So if there's a particular artist that is playing at Forest this year that you would like to have their set recorded as a request, drop that for us. Let me know what type of artist you want to hear from. I'm hoping to conduct some artist interviews and some Forest fam interviews and some of the interviews with vendors and various people that are behind the scenes at Forest. So if you liked any of the ideas that I mentioned before, please let me know in the comments. If there's anything specific you would like to hear about, any of the brainery workshops once they come out, please let us know, comment below, and please visit us at the Electric Forest booth. I am just so excited. I'm so excited to be back at Forest. I am going to be releasing some pre-coverage content on my channel after this video. I'm going to be doing a whole video on the GA campgrounds. Lots of tips there since I've camped there 6 times. I'm also going to be releasing a video all about Good Life camping. I have camped in Good Life once, and I hope to return to Good Life this year. My original ticket was Good Life, and so I'm hoping, even though I'm going to be part of staff now, that I could still kind of finagle my way into Good Life because the location's just so good. But I will be releasing those videos, and if I have time, once the site map comes out, I will try to do a whole festival grounds video. I'm not sure if I'm going to be able to do vlogs this year, honestly, just because I think my main focus is going to be Electric Forest Radio, and I don't want to overwhelm myself. I know I'm going to be working during the day from, the afternoon until pretty much, the early evening. And then I want to go enjoy myself because Forest is my favorite festival. And I just don't know realistically if I'll be able to vlog or show you what I would normally always have on my vlogs. So just fair warning that I might not be doing those this year, but I really hope to see you in the forest. Stay tuned for all the videos I'm going to be releasing. Don't forget to subscribe, like this video, and please comment below. Let us know what you want to hear on Electric Forest Radio. And see you in the forest, fam. Let's go. Peace.